Furia's B main push. And now working their way into ropes. There's a nade meeting them on the back all the way. No damage being done, but look at Les. Scurrying himself up into a forward position. Lovely discipline. Look at that, the double peak still. MW, low enough, 22 health, up in his face. Aspas dashed all the way. It's a kill for him.
And now saadhak's worried that somebody could be pushing on the flank. They know that there was a big aggressive push out of B main, so that means they need to be worried about the flank, which is where dgzin is, and anybody rotating through mid.
This dgzin on that flank is going to be vitally important as well, meeting themselves. saadhak low enough, slight angle. The frenzy in his hands.
Both players dealt with. dgzin coming out through sewers, and then saadhak collecting that kill.
All up to Mazin. Players weak to try and escape. Could be some counter-stratting, but look at that. Fast, straight away. Underhanded nade from MW, just trying to stop them in their tracks before they can really follow up on it.
9 health.
He's put a bit of a dampener now into the middle of the round, but with cauanzin falling, you don't have that initiation anymore.
Poison's off.
And I like the way that tuyz is taking a bit of space over towards B. Khalil has absolutely been... Ooh. All right, less getting caught there. Does change the dynamics quite a lot, but again, this Astra battle over towards B main could be pivotal.
How does the fight get taken? Satchel across. saadhak finds his way in. Aspas wins the fight. Maybe even getting a rifle as well for his troubles. In fact, make it 2.
And there goes Khalil. He's definitely been the best player in Americas over the course of the last 2 weeks. But so much, I think, is going to come down to him over the course of this match. Better weaponry still. Bear that in mind for Furia. A bulldog for tuyz. saadhak's managed to get his hands on a Vandal, but can they win this when there is a single player on Furia everywhere around them?
It was a 3v2, now just down to saadhak. Knows where QCK is, but trying to find him is another task entirely, as well as he's got another player that he's got to worry about. Many okay, I think. But also potentially punishable as well. Rendezvous close, and they're dashing onto him. Nade rebounded off close to the side, and he's caught. Very difficult position, whiffs the shot in the head on the bullets. Don't do it, it's loud. Overpowering. Fight ADS, tuyz, you're not too favored there.
No, he's slightly closer to the corner, so he ends up losing it. But Aspas picks up the operator and hits the shot where dgzin was whiffing.
Come down to those individual fights now. Khalil, he's been a monster in Americas. One of our top-rated players so far. Exchanging the weaponry as the stun comes out. Rifle in his hands, trying to bait it out. Look at him trying to play the best fast play towards it. Look at that. Immediately disrespecting it. dgzin! Oh, he was on top of the box. Rendezvous and a punish.
There's the aggression again, though. How does dgzin handle that?
You just can't. It's overwhelming. An onslaught is coming your way. A bit of a late lurk there by Les, but he is dealt with. Most of the players in the site with the Cosmic Divide really splitting up the site still. The kills are going the way of Furia. Trailblazer into the back of the side. That spots it out. saadhak, you are not escaping that.
Spike
not a chance in hell, and that's the spike separated entirely. What a response from Furia.
And the spike left it in a position that seems unrecoverable. But also, Furia have invested 4 ultimates to win this round. That's not replicable. And they're still... Listen, it's still not completely safe. I've seen Aspas deliver magic with these knives a couple of times before.
First in 2 years. Moving forwards, a bit of a contact play. Try not to make any noise. They want to try and hunt down 1 kill found. Can they get a second?
I got the spike.
2v3. Spike reclaimed, but 35 seconds left on the clock. Time starting to become a bit of a problem, and no one wants to make the first move. Fight being taken off to the side. That's a trade, but in a spammable play. The battle has been taking place now, waiting it out, and a bit of exploration still. The fight's being taken there, an exchange of fire.
That's a ridiculous play. Les sneaks through A main in order to get a backstab on MW, who was just trying to hold down Heaven. And look at what's happening in mid here. QCK's pushed deep, hoping to get some info, and just looks backward at the right time to catch a silent saadhak.
That deep push, giving him a lot of information and the kill. And look at this, this is even greedier. A half clearance, an off angle by QCK, and the spikes drop down at his feet. Stunned up, running and gunning, and Aspas doesn't win it. An attempt is made to try and punish. Doesn't seem like a lot, the way Furia have been playing, and now they spotted his location. Khalil and Mazin are happy to give him a bit of space here now. Go ahead, take the fight. Walk into mail. We've got it covered. Double setup.
Want to be staying mobile. Whoa!
What is
There's
that?
no way! Les got a second up in heaven!
It's all over the place.
Poison's off. Grenade!
Kills happening on every single section of the map is what it feels like, but how is Les getting away with that? And look at this guy.
I mean, that is just the most horrendously unfortunate timing for dgzin. He's worried about the Viper Orb and someone sneaking around the right-hand side of it, unscopes, and Les hits an inhuman flick, and then we didn't catch it on camera, but he just deleted another player over by A Heaven. And now he's up there controlling the rotates. He's just won a round on his own.
Yep, rewarded with the operator in his hand as well, holding all sorts of angles.
One enemy remaining.
This was a thrifty.
Covering it.
Is normally a very aggressive player.
Look at this up close position. Oh, does this get cleared? Could be a view model difference if the gun's on the wrong side. That is absurd. That's a double peek there. I think Loud, they do their best to clear that properly. And yet still mwzera gets one.
And 100 damage into cauanzin too. So look at this exploration through mid. What's the adjustment? The trademark's still not broken in B Heaven. And if Loud want to threaten like they are going towards B, that smoke's not going to be enough. You've got to get rid of the trademark too.
I've got your trail.
Broken, Seekers pushing through, and less this time dealt with. Tap of the rifle, dgzin close to the pillar. The pull as well on top actually doesn't grab onto him. Didn't pull him out of position there. He was still favored to take the fight.
30 seconds left.
Sight gained, but only 2 players remaining here for Loud, so they have to plan safe.
Spike planted.
A 2v3. Does aspas want to take some risks? This is a very narrow angle that he wants to hold distracted. Misses the timing. Heard the flash, was worried about the re-peek there from Heaven. There was an open angle. Playing a bit safer now, but it's going to have to take some magic, I think, 2 years. ADS up, wasn't expecting the other player to be swinging there, stunned into the corner. There's a timing to be taken. FURIA, can they try and overwhelm? Dash forwards and back. It's a high-low setup now. 2v2, flash round the side, and it's 5 seconds, and there has to be a timing to be taken. Rocket, that was sent flying with the Trailblazer.
Completely missed.
What direction do they really want to go into? They've got no space towards A. They have to commit towards B, but FURIA, I mean, they've locked this all down. Viper Orb in their face, Snakebite's locking it down now, down to that final 20 seconds, and it's FURIA that should know exactly where Loud is. They should be able to contain it. No, they just cut across. QCK trying to hold that angle. He gets obliterated. It's up to dgzin. Only one found. Battling their way forwards. Spike's going to get planted with seconds to spare, and they can get to play this post-plant, but it is a 3-on-3. Flash down, nade. Against the back wall here. What are they waiting to play off of? A flash. 2 years smoked off, angles taken, there's opportunities for kills all over the place. Satchel, unfavored for cauanzin, and he still gets the kill. But moving forwards, one after the other, and Mazin
anticipating some kind of A pop. And the Viper ult in mid is going to make this a little more difficult for saadhak, but he just barrels through it.
Yeah, disrespecting it. All the way through, MW. Off to the side, saadhak doesn't watch it, Showstopper's popped. MW's looking for a little bit more with this one, but does he expect the players? Holding close there, all vacating.
And in the meantime, dgzin's fallen. That means no trademark to help Mazin anchor the A site.
And all the space taken. Aspas wants to hold it down as a slight gap here into the Viper wall. Anything could happen here. A battle of these timings, but still a minute on the clock, and a bit of discipline being shown. You can feel Loud picking and choosing their right timings. They're going all the way back to mid. Why not? Okay, Viper Pit was dropped in the middle of all of this. Space gained fast enough. What in the Lord's name is that? The final boss of aspas just making magic before our very eyes.
And cauanzin pulling a magic trick out. There's another one from MW.
Traded, but getting 2 there is just phenomenal. Now what can Mazin do?
I've got your
He's closed out these rounds, but not as a sole player. Left in that 1v2. Seeker spots his position. Broken, double swing. No way! Jump spotting that one.
So it's a bit of a fake mid-pressure. They don't leave a lurker, but then they do return to the site. So this is going to feel a little similar, but they've overwhelmed
Missed the timing, yeah. The contact play, they just weren't expecting it. And that's 2 Loud players falling. The 3v5 now, Plant's going to go down without any problems.
Yeah, not only that, look at where dgzin is. He's just got such a fabulous post-plant position.
All the way in their spawn. Have to clear up this flank, though. That's MW being quite low, so let's fall easily enough. cauanzin Making his way through now into B main. They need to
player
find a couple more
standing.
kills though, and it just won't be likely. Look, cauanzin was given a bit of false information there. He sent in the flash. I don't think he expects players to be pushed up that far, and there was an opportunity. Potentially could have fallen, but reinforcements arrived straight through. Trying to watch for this one. Look at that, space was attempted there by QCK. Wanted to try and lurk his way through. Okay, on top of the ropes. It's a little bit cheeky. Fight. Oh my goodness. But double-faced in the end, so the trade.
Yeah, I like that.
There.
It's really good. They recognize that it's only QCK in mid, so tuyz and saadhak are going to be active and push out. They've lost B main, though, completely.
Look at this opening. Oh, wow, Mazin
Spike down.
allowed to get
B.
3 shots off with the sheriff.
It's awkward here for tuyz. It really is.
Player standing.
But with dgzin falling, now everybody can just focus.
Oh, yeah, one's close there with the Trailblazer. Broken. Will's got to be wary of a potential double peek. And wow, they're falling on the other side of things. There's action, though, in mid. Double satchel through. Les wins his fight.
That's
no follow-up.
beautiful play from Loud in this round. It really is. The abuse on Khalil's fantastic. What is that reactive playing away? Les just got deleted.
And saadhak left with a judge in a classic. He was looking to see if he could try and take out one of the opposition, but they've already worked their way in, and a deep Viper's Pit laid down. It's back and forth, back and forth.
The Seekers are out here, though, and QCK has 11 health inside the pit. He could definitely get spammed down.
Shot, flashed up. dgzin couldn't see a thing.
Gun here.
Aspas with the timing right behind them. It's been pinged out, surely. They're working their way all the way through. They've got 40 seconds in this round to try and make something happen. QCK.
Does anyone know? I mean, they think dgzin might still be in hell. And now, as the spike is tapped,
30 seconds
I think they
left.
should have a good idea that they're both inside the pit.
Tapped looking for a refight. Are they going to swing off someone's contact? No, there we go. Sticking it through. Timing was
Last
important.
player
1 for 1.
standing.
cauanzin versus dgzin. Spikes planted. Plenty of time left. Flash up in 3. Timing behind the screens, and he just...
They can just swing into that smoke and start snacking.
Yeah. A little bit of presence showcase there as Util's used. That means the Viper's Pit dropped down into mid.
This is a very good play from MW, immediately jumping past the Viper's Pit and taking vents, ropes. But now, how does he drop down and challenge cauanzin?
Yeah,
Normally, you would need a teammate to do that.
He feels very exposed. He's going to be the late backstab because they are trying to go for that beatport. Khalil, that's just a pre-fire is what it feels like.
What a clear.
Expecting it. An
You're
MW to
trying.
backstab. Paying off. Does he expect the second? Oh, fight to be taken. Les just sidestepping again with his own movement. Moves forwards, breaking the Seeker.
And that had to be the right time for Les because there was a Seeker heading straight for him. Would have helped MW to no end. And Loud are put into a 3v4 retake with an op as well. It doesn't look great. FURIA should...
Nothing to be gained.
Unfortunate there for aspas too. He hits a wall back onto Mazin.
My ult's
And just like that, backing away, they realize they can't play it. Have to save the operator into the next one, want to keep that weapon going. And so back and forth main, and this means that aspas could be given a freebie. Yep, there it is. Misjudgment there from MW. Was hoping to satchel across to break up any sort of crosshair placement. And look at the aggression. Dash still active. Poke in his face, though. Bit of a jump peek. Look at that movement just to get a bit of information in the middle of it. But
also, QCK's
he's so fast. Yeah. He's walked his way all the way in, but it is managed. Covered.
And that
Cosmic Divide splits it up.
That Cosmic Divide is not going to find anything. I mean, if anything, it's a bit of a bait to allow Khalil to walk in on A. But tuyz, he's not fallen for it just yet.
No.
And with aspas watching into B main, they know that this is bait. They know that there's a chance someone's snuck their way into the A site. And they're just going to give
30
it
seconds
fully
left.
up.
Yeah. tuyz playing a much more defensive angle, but this is for the contact play. That's immaculate. I love that. Loud hunting for a couple of rifles here. I mean, okay. Taking a fight to Mazin. He's already
Anchoring position here, just as the sight hit comes through. Is the timing going to work? He's just slipped into a nice spot.
He can get spammed here. Not cleared, but he can be spammed. Every single angle, the wall doesn't go up in time. It would have blocked all the bullets.
Yeah, it does just in time, though, in order to help the rest of his team fend this off.
And the Seekers as well. It's a triple push right into them.
Spike down mid.
Show me this again.
Just ridiculous stuff. Look, he
Oh my. cauanzin moving forward there, trying to break the Seekers as well. Almost Took out dgzin as well, but they're going to be pivoting straight up into A heaven. They wouldn't be wading right into this. I have to know. Aspas is there and through the wall. They'll claim his prize. NW falls.
It's so good. He timings the flash from Mazin, makes it feel like there's nobody there, and then re-peeks through the smoke.
Anchoring at the back, 2 years with one, immediately traded out by the 3v3. And the longer they wait, the worse it's going to look, because saadhak is taking back the space, and he's got a
30 seconds
showstopper. Angle watched. It's traded. 2-on-2. Spike planted. There was an opportunity there to take the fight, but now just down to cauanzin. Pull pushed him back. A risky fight to be taken here, especially individually, giving cauanzin his ones. They want to be doing this one, but Mazin holding, flash in his hands, just waiting off the contact of Khalil, I think. There he is. Maybe not. Over the top. Such a hard fight to win, but potentially for the map here. Wants to try and find just one of the fights alone. The wider swing, the movement, the shorty, no way! Pushing forward! Of this setup, because I know that they've only got Khalil anchoring it, possibly. Shock darts close, that clears some of the utility. Turret's taken care of as well, so no more nano swarms. All the way forwards here, dart into the back, drone clearing it. Tap of the plant there in a common position, just trying to bait out the utility that FURIA might have to counterplay it.
They're so deep.
Yeah, close to the corner here, just avoiding that snake bite. And now they want to hold the position and hold this space. They've gained it still, and look at that. Laying claim and laying waste to any that will hold against them.
Incredibly good pistol round strat again from Loud. Same kind of thing that we saw in Split. Utterly dismantling FURIA.
Playing together. Couple of right clicks there from QCK, but easily being able to play with the rest of your team. Typically quite far back when you're using that utility. Oh! saadhak already worked the timing in.
Oh, QCK, normally that wall is used at the beginning of rounds, but they just had no idea that saadhak had snuck through the wall.
Well, it seems like FURIA still willing to stack a few of their players over towards this area. As the walls go up, so does the util. FURIA just trying to offset that one. Deep cove. They're using a common spam angle, but no one's able to turret. But aspas still dashing forwards. He wants to try and take the space, and look at that. Names being claimed as well. 3 in a round for him. Dealt with dgzin.
Killdraw's hat taken off.
But this is an adjustment. dgzin pushed up here with the operator. Where's the coverage? Anybody to try and help him? Less is over the top. dgzin has to dash away here, and with that pick, Loud are given options. saadhak making the most of it.
What an insane lurk play by saadhak here.
Yeah.
I mean, the spike is going B. And there's a wall, it's going to get broken. I think that's going to indicate to FURIA that there is a main hit happening on B, and saadhak's hoping that that pulls players away and his lurk is successful. But now that they've found the lurk, the round gets a bit more one-dimensional here for Loud. They should be able to focus their resources over towards B and play a standard retake, but we've seen aspas get into such aggressive positions on the A side hits. Why would he not go for that here?
Interesting that they're just giving up that space towards Orange as well, but now the Viper wall up. Dart through the back. Just tag out QCK, but round the corner, back to safety now with a post-plant situation.
Making sure that they've got a good angle onto any diffuser there.
Playing this retake is so hard with the operator. It's hard in normal circumstances, but you're up against the Viper and the Harbor as well. There's so much that's going to be in your face. Time.
They've used a lot of their post-plant utility already, though, Loud. This is just going to be a brawl.
Relatively early. Rifle gained a bit of an upgrade. Smokes down, tapping down, but still that timer is ticking, and a bit of spam can do it. Half want to defuse. It's brought them crucial time, crucial. How much does Mazin have enough? That is the question. He does indeed.
Suggest you move.
Pushing forwards, Loud, not messing around, are they? Reckoning's going to be let loose towards the A site. That's giving them the indicator to clear that site. Oh, that space gain. Look at it on top of screens. Aspas, he's so aggressive here.
He's so deep. Again, trying to punish people that are spamming the cove.
Breaks the drone, though. Whee! We're going for a little ride here. Yep. Let's see how this gets set up.
They've got QCK all the way back in spawn, too. Not exactly sure what he's waiting for, because these players can escape from the lockdown without facing QCK. Oh, he might just get some angles, though. Oh, they clear him.
They clear him
so
with a
diligent.
Yeah, incredibly aware. And they want to take the fight anyway. The confidence. Little double peek there, Aspas. Okay. Lockdown. Brought down.
Here.
Belt needs to be held, though. And time, yep. Here it is. really running low. You just have to give it up. This is the strength of the Loud comp when they get into these post plants. The nano swarms, the snake bites, all of that utility just art.
Oh, you don't swing off
Broken,
this.
swinging anyway, taking the fight. Oh my goodness, MW just had to scurry and run back up to try and help him out, and just being spammed down, locked down. They wanted to fight straight to him. These players going to be detained. That's, I think, 2 of them. Yeah, taken out. It's dgzin that has to defend them, and they are being hunted. Smoked off to the side, the corner, snake bite, all this util being used, clearing the common corners, but they've guessed incorrectly. And now they've got their guns back. Still, Louder pushed up. It's hard to re-clear them out of this position, but the gun gives everything away. Less, missing a shot, 7 bullets left. These players are being squeezed. Look at that through mid.
To be honest, just trying to save. Again, Furia have already given up.
One enemy remaining.
How good Loud are.
There goes the operator.
Turrets destroyed.
Nothing left untold.
He might get some consolation prizes here, but it is disastrous for Furia. Wow. The way in which, when you have a new team that goes up through ascendancy to challenge the top, do they have what it takes over consistent weeks? Mazin deleted, backpedaling.
Taken out. And what a player to lose. The Viper going down. And this is so tough now. I mean, Fury have already been trending towards these retakes. Finding it so hard to try and get anything done when dgzin's got the operator. With the Viper pit down, it might just be a default, man. You might just have to literally give it up.
Yep, it might well just be a save.
Wave crashing.
They have res, they might be able to get into a position for it, but QTK looks like he doesn't even want a piece of it. And he's still over by A. I mean, Furia on this map look like they have been utterly boomed. They can't come up with an answer. Every time they try and challenge, aspas is running them over. And so we're just seeing moments where Furia are backpedaling and Loud have all the space, all the momentum, and run them over like a truck.
And look at the shots tuyz is hitting. Pure confidence.
I think Loud have turned up for the retake. But having many players on the flank here, if they chose to go 2 or 3 players flanking Belt, that's a different flavor. Maybe that gets them something.
Oh my goodness.
They're still not looking for aspas, despite the fact he's been on screens every time.
Yeah. Just missteps in terms of how they want to play this one. You can feel it. Fury maybe getting a little bit flustered, but it might just come down to individuality. Pure plays. And the mechanics at hand. aspas has been dominant so far this entire series. Spraying through Hunter's Fury now, just to make sure that nobody was sticking at that spike. Takes aim at a different area. The map players falling and still nobody sticking onto the spike. No one putting that pressure on. This time Mazin doing it, but anything in their faces. Fury, they do win. And this first half now. Smoke close there.
The positioning much more aggressive.
Yeah, this is the difference maker. dgzin actually taking fight straight to them. Jumping across, lit up like a Christmas tree. aspas no choice but to back away, but the angle's watched. Dash to the side. So he is feeling pressured. He's really locked out of position, yet how does he win that? How does he get the kill? And now, with the Reckoning at his feet, dropped out. What? He might be on for it. The ace in the round here. One more shot will do it. Reset down. aspas shuts that. Puts it to bed. 13 health, though. It's a 1v2, and QCK does have the Resurrect available. Plays for it. dgzin back in a fight. Angles watched for. Another kill found, but this time...
Top of a dash and a peek on an angle that you wouldn't expect him.
It's not supported, though. He's on an island. He's alone right now, but this off angle. Right into the sight line. Nice, popped off. Oh, my goodness! dgzin!
Spike down B.
On fire, taking it to him, and he's feeling it. He's not willing to give them an inch. Creeping, crawling back onto the space, back onto the position. 1, 2, 3, can't get the ace again.
Another 4K.
But listen, damage might be done.
Another 4 kills for dgzin. Only aspas able to shut him down. But it's cool for aspas. He's left in another 1vx that
30
isn't
seconds
possible to win. Surely not.
Surely not. Hunting. Dash enabled. Re-swings
Normally
there.
Furia on their pistols are going to go mid first and then towards a sight.
4-1 split.
This time,
Fight taken. Jiggle peek. Ah, okay. aspas wins it, but he is isolated.
and they've still slunk their way through mid. FURIA just love this area of the map.
30 seconds left.
Space is game forward. Mazin was looking to try and re-clear, and just like that, something at the back of Aspas's mind in terms of the timings to be taken. He wins that fight out. 2 players falling. Khalil's dealt with. Making the most of the frenzy purchase. On top of this one, Aspas needs to be dealt with, but sticking all the way through. cauanzin, he can't be stopped, and neither can
Opportunities for those lurks. This time around, FURIA putting a lot of pressure over towards yellow to start the round out. Khalil does actually have a 1v1 opportunity over on A, but Aspas wins it.
Aspas is just winning everything.
Just as we're talking about it, that clash happens. And those are the moments that Khalil was winning and putting FURIA in such great positions in their other games. Aspas has been dominating them.
Look at these timings that are taken. Spam through the walls. There's a gap actually there with the Viper's wall. No way! He doesn't win it. But still moving forward. They want to try and take up the space, and they do trade it, but only 2 players remain. Unless
1 enemy remaining.
patience with the play, patience with the movement. Just down to mwzera. He's got so much to do. Lovely kill to be found. And he's made it at least one-on-one. Tap of it. Dart clearing some of it up top there on the rafters. Deep position, deep angle. What do they have to try and even clear Aspas here? I mean, has to be wary that it could be, you know, an updraft dash play by dgzin, just try and clear that space out. But no, just holding the angle. Confidence in the aim of dgzin. But he might have met his match this time against Aspas, the final boss of Brazil.
There's Khalil finding the pick on the lurk over towards A. Immediately, saadhak comes to fill the gap. A better weapon. The rest of FURIA going forwards. They don't realize saadhak's here.
Taking the space, but there's nobody with QCK when he's taking that fight and taking that angle. Needs to be a trade, and there is. saadhak 4, so into a 3-on-3. Still a winnable scenario for FURIA, but it's got to be pretty perfect from this point on. As the spike gets planted, there was an opportunity here. Take a bit of a fast flood into the back of the site from Loud. On the drone, dart against the back, pushing them back. All 3 of their players want to be playing this retake. In the back of the side, and cauanzin's already lurked his way in, straight into the back of it, making sure to clear all these angles, but nobody really watching that one still. 2 years, swings wide. Knives in the hand of Aspas, 2 years making the most of it, and Aspas from... You know, you're playing one role, you're trying to transform into another.
And Aspas taking down the star player of Khalil again.
Fight's taken in kind on either side. So it will be that 4-on-4 battle. Viper's Pit as well, but that's a deep plant. Is it going to get covered? Oh my, Hunter's Fury. It cleaves and clears all the way through, down to just 2. Mazin's still alive though in the pit, but not much longer. Push back. The Reckoning, he's stunned up. He can't go anywhere, nowhere to run at all. And now, starting to tap onto the spike, baiting out some of this utility. NW forces the Hunter's Fury, but eventually fades away. The fights need to be won, need to be won now. Oh, in the face all the way, tap round the side, down to the 1-on-1, and 2 years to